In this video, we'll show you how to turn simple mason jars into embroidery Halloween-themed tea light holders. The spooky spidery theme of this tutorial comes from this black and white image. The image will be traced and embroidered on a tulle, which we're going to place around a glass tea light jar. So begin with measuring the perimeter and the height of the jar you want to decorate. Mine has a circumference of 25 centimeters and its height is at 10 centimeters. You may use the image that comes with this tutorial, or check online for another theme, or even design one on your own. Just pay attention to the proportion of the image you're going to choose, as it should be wide enough to be wrapped around the jar. This practically means that a square image would not be suitable for this project unless you can edit it accordingly. Now, let's get to make our design. The embroidery design should be around 25 by 10 centimeters. Since the edges may frail a bit during the process, it would be wise to add a couple centimeters in both directions. So in our case, we're going to select a hoop that can fit a rectangle of 27 by 12 centimeters. We will start by importing the image. Select the Auto Digitize Trace to Outlines option and press OK. In the Trace dialog, set the color limit to 2 colors and proceed with Trace. Since it is not easy to find an image with the exact analogy you want, disable Proportional. Select everything and set the width and height that would cover your mason jar. Let's hide the backdrop to get a clearer view. For this design, we want to embroider only the black parts and leave holes in the places of the white parts. That would leave the candle's light shine through the holes of the design, thus making the black silhouette more dramatic. To do so, we first need to ungroup the imported image. Now, right-click on the white color and use the Select by Fill Color option to select all white parts. For all these white parts, go to Remove Overlaps and select Always. This will make sure that all the white objects will leave a hole on the black part. Now, start the Magic Wand tool and click on the black shape. This has created a new shape consisting only of the black visible parts. For this shape, set the fill color to black and remove the outline. We don't need any other parts, so move the subject to the side and delete the rest of the objects. Place the design back to the center of a hoop. For this project, we need to hoop a layer of water-soluble stabilizer. Place a piece of tulle on the stabilizer, on top of which the design will be embroidered. To avoid any excessive stitches on top of the tulle, we need to lower the density. Setting it to 0.6 would be fine. Now, draw a rectangle in the dimensions of the design. Set the width to 270 millimeters and height to 120 millimeters and center it to the hoop. Set Fill to Applique and remove the outline. This applique part will show us where to place the tool, and then it will add stitches around to hold it in place. So, move it to the top of the sequence. If you prefer a crisp finishing at the edges of the tool, you may add a satin serial outline. To do so, create a duplicate of the applique layer, select the Fix Setting option, and set the offset to -1 mm. Move it at the end of the sequence. Remove the fill color and set the outline at the same color as the rest of the design. For this satin serial outline, we need to increase the density. Now we're ready to embroider the tea light holder. For this project, we will need a mason jar, water-soluble stabilizer, tulle, black thread, black bobbin thread, and a suitable hoop. Have in mind that since our project will be visible from both sides, it is recommended to use the same color for both the upper and the bobbin thread. Hoop a layer of water-soluble stabilizer. Load the design on the machine. Attach the hoop and start embroidering. When the machine stops, it is time for you to place the tool on the hoop. A tacking stitch will be next to keep the tool in place. When the machine stops again, it is time for you to cut any excess tool around the edges of the design. Now the rest of the design is to be embroidered. The last part is the satin serial outline. Now, remove the hoop from the machine and gently remove the project from the hoop. Add any excess stabilizer. And remove the rest using lukewarm water. Let the embroidery dry on a flat surface, usually on top of a towel, to gently absorb the moisture, making sure the embroidery keeps its rectangular shape. As soon as it's completely dry, wrap your design around the jar. You may sew the sides together to help it stay in place or use some glue. Light the candles and enjoy the Halloween atmosphere. Don't forget to follow us for more tricks and treats.